sir.
As I prepare to step down from my duties of secretary under circumstances that are far from normal. The global easing power has led European and American consumers to spend less.
As Secretary General has said, we meet in the midst of a global economic crisis that has been responsible for driving up the prices of food, fuel, and rice around the world. And every week brings a new chapter in the financial drama that is gripping the world. Some might say the recent chapters read like a horror novel. 3 weeks ago, the U.S. government approved a bailout worth $700 billion that many thought would calm the waters. Last week, those waters were roiling across the globe as Asian and European markets and governments scrambled to respond in kind. Then, markets around the world swung back again in a positive direction. Who knows where they will be at the end of this week and next week? One thing is sure, we must not lose sight of its impact on the ordinary people who bear the brunt of these fluctuations. We must not revert to complacency just because the markets swing to the positive. Costly commodity imports like oil and rice should be offset by commodity exports. Hard commodities like primary products and soft ones like leisure, ecology, and medical tourism. After all, again, as Secretary General has said, in the past, tourism has shown its strong resilience in the face of global problems. The financial crisis in Asia in 1997 came and went with barely a dent on the volume of tourist arrivals. Bali and the rest of ASEAN have suffered terrorist attacks, and most of ASEAN has endured the SARS scare. But through all this time, the numbers of inbound visitors to our region have continued to increase. It is good that the discussions will focus on how to weather the challenge and surge forward, but it is also good to look beyond the difficulties posed by the current global economic slowdown. It is good to address the major issues which will continue to influence the strategic directions of global tourism. Issues like climate change, Secretary General mentioned that, the role of women, and I must mention that because I'm a woman, and the relationship between tourism and poverty alleviation, as was elucidated by our Secretary of Tourism. On climate change, protecting the environment is one of our top priorities. An example of our efforts to preserve the Green Philippines is our support for the Coral Triangle Initiative. This is a program that seeks to protect the rich coral areas which abound in 6 countries in our region, most especially the Philippines.